Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko joins us now. She's also a member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Congresswoman, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. The president stopped short of declaring the climate emergency that he had threatened, but clearly more executive action here and this myopic focus on green energy at a time when Americans are very concerned about energy prices and just being able to cool their homes this summer. Your reaction to the White House announcement?
Well, it's kind of hypocritical because President Biden and the Democrats are actually the ones that have these terrible policies against U.S.-produced oil and gas. And they're causing the gasoline prices to go up. They're causing electricity prices to go up. And then to turn around and say, well, we're going to do this to lower your energy prices, it's just not realistic. And, ever since President Biden has taken office and we've lived under one-party Democrat rule, the gasoline prices have gone up, electricity prices have gone up. I would think that they would turn around and think, maybe our policies aren't too good.
Yeah, they just continue to drive forward with this. And according to a Siena College poll, only 1% of Americans think that climate change is the most pressing issue in the country. I want to bring in the China angle here. And you talked about American energy. There are Chinese components in our power systems. The lithium that runs the cars Biden wants us to buy, 85% of it is controlled by communist China. And the Chinese right now are building 40 coal-fired power plants. It seems that the ridiculous notion that his pen can kind of control the climate is sort of being put ahead of our global position. Why do you think this administration is doing that?
I don't know why the administration is doing this because it doesn't make any sense. His push for all wind power or all solar power is not realistic. I mean, we need that in part of our energy portfolio, but we cannot rely totally on just solar and wind because they're intermittent power. And we need baseload power for the energy electricity grid, especially if more electric vehicles are going to be added onto the grid and the demand for electricity is going to be higher. We need baseload energy, nuclear, natural gas, but yet he has this all-out war against U.S.-produced oil and gas. And as you said, in China, you know that he is drawing down our strategic petroleum reserve and sent about 1 million barrels of oil to China. This is just crazy. I don't see the logic in this at all. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes matters worse. And as you said, the lithium, most of the lithium that's used in the batteries, not only in electric vehicles, but in backup storage batteries, is processed in China. So when you keep pushing solar panels that are made in China, and you keep pushing other things, but not allowing mining in the United States, it's just going to benefit China.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I'm glad you brought that up. We have lithium here in the United States. We actually have a lot of it, but the environmental community will not allow us to actually go and tap it. And the administration doesn't want to offend them, so never talks about American lithium. I'd have no problem with an American lithium industry. Even though gas prices are at historic levels, Biden's Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg made an appeal to Congress this week in his push for electric vehicles. Listen to this.
The more pain we are all experiencing from the high price of gas, the more benefit there is for those who can access electric vehicles. That's why we're hoping you and your colleagues might reconsider opposing the reduction of EV upfront prices with tax credits.
These cars, Congresswoman, are $50,000 to $60,000. So they want folks to pay more for gas, electricity, and the vehicles themselves. But they're also devastating local communities by closing power plants, which increases property taxes dramatically. What will Republicans do to protect, and specifically those communities that have been devastated? Their tax bases have been devastated by these policies.
Well, when the Republicans take back majority, we're going to push hard against Biden's policies to renew American oil and gas production and other electricity production and support the economies that we already have. It's okay to have renewable energy as part of the portfolio, but we cannot rely totally on it. It is unrealistic. It's bad for Americans.
Well, and you take a look at Texas. I mean, 30% of their energy grid is now unstable because it is based on wind. Arizona Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.